hello to everyone here at Absalom Jones Senior Center, and hello to everyone watching at home on NCC TV around our great Newcastle County. My name is Ciro Poppity. I have the honor of being the Register of Wills here in Newcastle County, and I want to thank all of you for the honor and privilege of serving as your Register. Right off the bat, I want to thank County Executive Tom Gordon, our County Council, here today represented by the great Councilman John Cartier, for supporting me in this endeavor. And what endeavor? Today I have the honor to announce on behalf of Newcastle County that 2016 is the year of the senior citizen. The year of the senior citizen. What do you think about that, gang? Absolutely. We are thrilled because we really, in Newcastle County government, want to remind everyone that seniors are an incredible asset. They're an incredible asset because they have so much talent, so much experience, so much wisdom, and so much knowledge. And so through the ceremonial pomp and circumstance of declaring a year of the senior citizen, we remind everyone just how wonderful older Delawareans in Newcastle County really are. In a few moments, we're going to have a presentation of a proclamation from County Council to one of our great seniors. Talking about you, Ernie. One of our great seniors in Newcastle County, Ernie Camerano. We'll get to, yes, you can clap for Ernie Camerano. When we were thinking about who could best represent all the seniors in our community, one name came right to the top. That's Ernie. So we're going to do that in just a moment. But in conjunction with declaring 2016 as the year of the senior citizen, we're also announcing something very special today. And that is the Office of the Register of Wills is launching a think tank whose mission is to address the most pressing of issues facing our aging population. A think tank that's going to solve many of the problems facing our seniors. And behind me are standing an elite group of professionals and civic activists who are volunteering their time for you, to work with me and our office at the Register of Wills to address the problems facing seniors. And I'd like to introduce them, say thank you, and also explain what am I talking about? What are the issues that this think tank is going to address? And so, for example, Laura Kaplan. Thank you, Laura, for agreeing to be a policy fellow. Laura is going to work with me and our whole team in terms of creating a senior citizens Bill of Rights. Now, in our society, our lingo, our language is rights. Everyone knows their rights. But what are the rights of senior citizens if we want to tackle the problems and issues of seniors? Let's take a step backward and understand at a fundamental level, what are the rights of seniors? I want to welcome and thank Mihir Patel. Mihir Patel is going to be working with us as a policy fellow addressing best practices on aging in place. Aging in place. So that's the lingo today, right, gang? In terms of long-term health care, we want government and society wants seniors to stay in home. So you have dignity of life and quality of care. But the question is, how do we deliver social services to our seniors living at home? Okay, we want people to age in place. Well, how are we delivering those social services to them? So thank you for Mihir, because you're going to help us look at best practices from around the country, places like Vermont and Florida, which are excelling at delivering social services to seniors. Behind me Gibel Marrero. Gibel, thank you. Gibel is a civic activist, and he's going to be working with our office as a policy fellow, looking at educating folks on estate planning, and most especially wills. Now, Absalom Jones, I know a lot of faces out here because I come here and we talk about getting a will and estate planning. And our office does a good job. But I have to tell you, that approach, it's working, but it isn't working. When I look at the Hispanic community, for example, I look at each generation is accumulating wealth, doing better and better. But they're not creating a will. They're not doing estate planning. And so all that asset accumulation, that savings, is not being passed to the next generation. And so a lifetime of savings is being lost. So Gibel is going to help us look at how can we best educate the community, especially the Hispanic community, to do estate planning, even just make a will. And finally, Derek Fuller. Derek, thank you. And joining Derek will be Arissa Howes, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, but Derek and Arissa will be looking at a whole other unique problem. And that is seniors, those 60, 65 and older, who want to come back into the job market and find out just how difficult it is. And we all know, and I know some of my friends here are looking for jobs because your family is relying on you to bring in an income, even at an age where you should be thinking about retirement. And so we have a number of seniors in this county who want to come back into the workforce. And I think that's wonderful because seniors have so much to teach us and share with us, given their experience. But there are barriers there. Derek and Arissa are going to help us identify and look to solutions to the barriers of seniors re-entering the workforce. So you can tell, this is no just pomp and circumstance. This is real policy to make a difference for the older Delawareans living in our community. I want to just, again, say thank you. Thank you to our volunteer policy fellows. And because they're volunteering, guess what? It's at no cost to New Castle County. Huh? Yes. Yes. Okay. On with the presentation of the proclamation. Councilman Cartier, he is my councilman, so I get to say he is the best councilman and an obvious leader on council. You will be presenting the proclamation to Ernie Camerano. Ernie, if you come forward. And again, you can take a deep breath, Ernie. It's okay. All right?
Thank you.
I call Ernie my uncle. And in our community, uncle is a sign of respect, but it's not always used. It's for the patriarch of our community. And when I speak of our Italian-American community and our Catholic community, when I think of a civic activist who, hey, 80 years and going, 80 years plus and going, right, Uncle Ernie?
Right.
That still working, still the patriarch of your family, still the patriarch of our community. And when I think of just how wonderful seniors are, first name to my list is Ernie Camerano.
Thank you.
You know I love him. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Jan, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Sarah. First of all, it's a great honor and a privilege to be here today representing the members of New Castle County Council. We have a 13-member body, and Council President Bullock apologized he could not be here today. Is a conflict with his schedule. He does a lot of funerals and weddings, and I think he's in a funeral today. But I'm here as a member of New Castle County Council to present this resolution. Before I do, I just want to make a couple of comments. I can think of no more important policy initiative to address in New Castle County and the state of Delaware than the senior citizens of this state. So I really want to applaud Ciro for this creative and valuable policy initiative. We are an aging county and state, and we need to focus attention in government on how we can deliver services more effectively to our senior community. And so this is a very relevant policy initiative. Secondly, I want to recognize the staff of the Absalom Jones Community Center for the great service you render in providing a safe, good environment for our seniors. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication. With that, I'm going to move along to our proclamation or resolution. This was passed in January 26th unanimously by County Council. It's resolution number 16-028. And I'm going to pull some select clauses out of this to read. We're going to go through the whole text, but some highlights. This resolution 16-028, joining the Register of Wills in proclaiming 2016 as the year of the senior citizen. Whereas senior citizens bring a wealth of experience and knowledge to the increasingly active roles they play in New Castle County. And whereas their legacy is enduringly visible in New Castle County, be it in the civic, business, religious, artistic, and nonprofit communities. And whereas the Officer of the Register of Wills offers a number of invaluable services to the senior citizens in New Castle County, and whereas the Office of the Register of Wills will officially declare 2016 as the year of the senior citizen, the anticipated declaration date being January 28, 2016, and whereas in conjunction with said proclamation, the Register of Wills is planning a number of highlighted events and activities throughout the year geared towards senior citizens. Now, therefore, be it resolved by and for the County Council of New Castle County that County Council joins with the Register of Wills in proclaiming 2016 as the year of the senior citizen. Thank you, and it was really great being with you here today, and thank you, Ciro Pompany, our Register of Wills. And I'm going to give this to our exemplary senior citizen and activist, Ernie Camerano.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Ciro's going to...
Would you like to say something?
Would you like to say a couple words?
I just want to thank you, and the spirit that Ciro has portrayed upon you today is from the heart. He's concerned about the senior citizen. And as I go around the state, there are a number of us out there, and I want to congratulate every one of you, and each and every one of you. Continue your support and help for the senior citizen. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the proclamation.
Now your reward, Ernie, is that we're going to have our bake sale. Are we all ready for our bake sale? Yes. All right. So thank you again, and let's get on with our bake sale.
All right, this is Tony Prado for NCC TV here with Lisa Lancaster, and I'm pleased to be here with Register of Wills Ciro Pompany and Councilman John Cartier. And as you said, Ciro, Councilman Cartier, you live in his district, right?
I absolutely do. So I get to brag that I have the best councilman for the whole council. And in actuality, he does a wonderful job, and I am proud. It's not just political speak. I am proud to call him my councilman.
And Councilman Cartier, Ciro, he's Register of Wills for all of us.
Absolutely, and I have personal experience with the quality of his work in his office. I handled an estate, sadly, and I can tell you that he was of great assistance to me in a kind of thing that was thrust on me and I had no preparation for. Ciro did a great job, lending technical advice and assistance, and the office was great.
You know, and the great thing about my friend Ciro here is he'll tell you, and everybody knows this, it's sad work that he does, but he loves what he does. He's so passionate about it, and I think you help a lot of people through some very difficult times, sir, and we appreciate that.
Well, it's meaningful, and what I do, I consider an honor and a privilege, and I love. And when you love something, that passion comes through.
Now, I very much appreciated what you gentlemen had to say about senior citizens and how we need to value them. You know, we live in a culture, that's infused with Hollywood, and youth tends to be glamorized.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, what you were talking about is we need to value our senior citizens, the wisdom that they bring, the experiences, the stories that they can share with us and teach us. And talk a little bit about that and why you're doing this whole initiative with the senior citizens.
Well, let me just start in what I see in society. Too often we think of seniors as being disposable, as a problem. Oh, we have to take care of these older folks. Rather, we need to turn that around. We need to see older Delawareans as an opportunity, as a wonderful part of our society, because who has all the knowledge? Who has all the experience? Who has all the talent? Who has all the wisdom? Isn't it the older folks?
You got it.
And instead of looking at, oh, you're a problem, why don't we say, oh my gosh, let's embrace our seniors and bring them into a meaningful part of our community. And that's one of the reasons that we formed our think tank was we have so many seniors who want to come back in to the workforce, that need to come back into the workforce. And one of the things we want to look at is how can we help seniors who want to be involved in their community be involved in their community?
Councilman?
One of the facts that is going on in the United States of America today is the fastest growing group of subset of the population are people over the age of 80. And we are today in the process, it's an exciting time when you really think about it, because we have all these folks aging and they're doing very well. They're a lot of them very healthy and vigorous. And why not reinvent retirement? Why not live life? We can live life right up until the end, very vigorously with all our faculties. And I think that's a great challenge to government. How do we interact with this kind of like activist group of seniors, which is a growing, facet of the population? And I look forward to that. And I think that if you look at the way the political world is today, the people who participate in elections are generally older. And the ones that write letters to the editor are generally older. The people that are most engaged in formulating what direction we're going in politically are older folks. So I think it's a great time to be in government, to engage this population. I look forward to all the progress that Ciro is going to bring with his initiative.
And Ciro, you mentioned that the task force members, they're all volunteers. Right. And how in the world did you do that? People are busy these days, but they're giving their time, they're giving it freely. Was that a challenge? Please talk about that.
Okay. Well, it was and wasn't a challenge. We have a group of people that care about their community. So when you care about their community, it's easy to go for the ask. But more so, we have a group who understand that the most pressing, just as you said, Councilman, the most pressing problem our county and our state faces today is the fact that we're aging. And unless we get a hold of this problem, there isn't going to be a New Castle County that we know and love, a Delaware that we know and love. So when I explained it to this team that, hey, we can be the leaders to get a hold of the biggest issue facing our state and begin moving it in the right direction into a solution instead of a problem, that excited them. And that's what excites me as your register.
And Councilman, are you looking forward to hearing from the task force as they learn more about senior citizens and the asset that they are to the community?
Well, I can tell you that in my district, I have a tremendous cohort of seniors, and they're a very active group. For instance, we have the Seller Senior Center at Bellevue Community Center. That is over 400 members. They're extremely active. They want more. They want to do more. They want to perhaps go get another job when people thought, well, you're past that time. No, these people want to be engaged. They want to take trips. They want to live life to its fullest. And how can we assist that second, turn at the wheel in life when traditionally we think 65, it's kind of like go sit in a rocking chair. Well, that's not going on today. It's more and more people want to have an active, second half of their life. And so I think this is really something we need to focus on and pull some policy initiatives together, and I think he's got the group that can do that.
Lastly, Ciro, you wanted to, I guess, use Uncle Ernie as the face of this. Talk a little bit about that. It sounds like a remarkable man who's, family man, community man, the whole 9 yards.
Yes. So when we're looking at who to give the proclamation to, Ernie Camerano came immediately to mind because well into his 80s, he's still working full-time, still the patriarch of his personal family, everybody looking up to him, kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, and also in many ways a civic activist, a patriarch of our Italian community, from which I come from, you know that. And so we just thought of one person who's just epitomizes all the talent, all the experience, all the wisdom, the knowledge that we talk about. Ernie Camerano was an easy choice. And my gift to Ernie Camerano, my gift to Councilman Cartier, to Newcastle County, will be the #1 focus of this policy think tank, which is a Bill of Rights for seniors. A Bill of Rights. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's pretty
Bill
big.
of Rights for seniors. And I Googled it and been researching it. I don't think anybody else has ever come up with the concept. I'm sure there might have been, but Newcastle County, again, was going to lead the way on this issue.
Excellent. Well, those are all my questions, gentlemen, unless there was anything else that you wanted to add.
Covered it pretty well.
Indeed.
All right. Well, this is with Lisa Lancaster.
There is Ernie.
There he
Here's
is.
the magical Ernie Camerano.
Hi, how are you?
All right, we were just talking about you. Speaking of the devil, he'll appear.
I had to go up and support the senior citizen bake sale.
Yeah, did you get something already? Or?
I did.
Yeah.
I got something for my daughter.
I was feeling for my wallet, made sure I had some cash on me. Just
Yeah, they have a very lovely bake sale display up
See,
there.
even
Yep.
when he's honored, he's turning and supporting others. That's why he's symbolic of the energy of the older generation.
Yeah, thank you, Ciro. Thank
so, what do you think about this? With the Register of Wills Property has named you, senior citizen, the face of this program. How does that feel? It's got to be quite an honor.
I think it's a great thing that he's doing. I think that a lot of times we forget the senior citizen, and they are a very, very important part of our community and of our life.
Indeed.
So I congratulate Ciro for recognizing the senior citizen.
Yeah.
And Jack Cartier, I thank you, Jack, and I certainly, as a senior citizen, really appreciate everything that they do for the senior citizen.
Now, Cyril mentioned 80 years, still going, and you're still working. Can I ask where do you work?
I'm a lobbyist in Dover. I represent Delaware Park.
Oh, wow. So you're with the big boys down in the state capitol.
If
right.
that's what you call it, I am down there with them, yes.
All right. Are you looking forward, to seeing what the results of this task force is as they look at this very important topic of, senior citizens and the growing population that they represent in Newcastle County?
Whatever I can do to help the task force, I'm available. I wish them well and congratulate them for the effort.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. It's very nice to meet you.
Same here.
All right. So with Lisa Lancaster, this is Tony Prado with NCC TV, with Uncle Ernie Camerano, and we got.
Now you're in a family. All right.
And we got my friend, Register of Wills, and fellow Salesian, the great Cyril Poppity, and the esteemed Councilman John Cartier, all here with us here at Absalom Jones Senior Center. Thanks for watching, everybody.